I haven't done a lot of saltwater fishing. I've done a little bit of striper bone fishing off Nantucket, off this island off Nantucket called Tuckernut. We have friends that have a place on Tuckernut, but mostly trout fishing. I just think it's really tough to raise kids these days because of youth sports.
Oh, yeah.
Because they want you to, at 10 years old, they want you to play one sport. And the idea is to play sports what you're going to enjoy for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Because
But I was a fast-paced softball pitcher because they didn't have organized baseball till Legion ball. I played Little League. And then another thing I did because...
were the balls round when you started?
Yeah. Barely. So, you know, pitching, you're out on the mound alone. You're all by yourself. So I said mentally, that's one of the allures of fly fishing.
So the other part about being a pitcher, the pitcher is the only person on the baseball field that acts. Everybody else reacts. Important. So the idea of being a pitcher and controlling the action, as you would with casting. What they do nowadays is they throw every pitch pretty much to every batter to get him out that one time. The difference is with a fish, you're giving him the best you got as soon as you can, because you don't want to work your way up to your best, because then you might have blown him out and he might not touch anything. Just like a hitter, you have somebody that you're having a little bit of a competition with.
When the game's tied in the seventh, the game's just starting. So you have to learn to pitch Mickey Mantle differently in that fourth at-bat than you did in the first or the second or the third. Obviously, it's a humbling honor. I didn't really think, I think I'm probably the first pitcher that was voted into the Hall of Fame based on longevity, dependability. You know, I pitched for a long time.
Jim talks about how long he played, but also how many Gold Gloves did you win?
They gave me 16.
Yeah, I think it's a focus too. I mean, and so you can't just kind of throw it out there and then just kind of look around or anything, and all of a sudden it's a dry fly, you're going to hear this plop, and you missed him. You've always got to stay focused, and it's the same thing, you know, in baseball. If you're pitching, you've got to stay focused on every single pitch the same way, or you know it's going to be a very short night. So especially when I scouted, you get to the ballpark and there's no one in the stadium. You know, they might have the sprinklers going. Might be a couple of guys raking the field. Or there'll be, you know, you hear some of the kind of the ambient noise from a somewhat empty stadium. You just sit out there and you look at the different ballparks. You know, it's like going in a misty morning and you get to the river and it's just what's going to happen to them, you know.
See, what really got me falling in love with baseball is my dad took me to our first games in June 26, 1946 at Briggs Stadium in Detroit.
The first game that I saw was the one I pitched in.
Really?
Yeah. I grew up in Maine, and my parents would not drive to Boston.
Just one favorite movies, baseball movies or books?
Well, I'll give you mine easy right off the top. We've been talking about it before, but it's called Trouble with the Curve of Clint Eastwood, because it compares the modern analytics people scouting versus the old eyes and ears of the old-time scouts. So,
but I think I like Trouble with the Curve because it does kind of show you what's the difference, kind of going from analytics to really having scouts put eyes on players. I think that's important.
well, thank you for coming
Yeah,
out.
thank you.
I'll just leave you with a fishing line that I learned, tight lines.